Hey guys, welcome to the Touchdown Table. I'm Ryan, that's Tyler, that's Jordan, and you're going to be seeing a clip from our live stream that we did a couple weeks ago. You could obviously tell what it is based on the title of the video, so hope you guys enjoy.
Yeah, before you do start, we apologize for the terrible video quality and audio quality. That was just what we did on my computer. So without further ado, enjoy. Yay! You want to start with the defensive player?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I got to go on for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do that first.
So I talked about this in one of our. I at least know my defensive player of the year.
You want to start with the defensive player?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I got to go on for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do that first.
So I talked about this in one of our other videos. It was the Broncos deep dive, and this is a very, very bold pick. Tyler said in a video we just made, it's not out yet, you'll see it soon, that I'm not one to make a bunch of big statements, but this was a big statement. I think that the defensive player of the year is going to be Bradley Chubb of the Denver Broncos. He was injured all of last year, but I think he is going to have a great season next year. He's lining up opposite Von Miller, one of the greatest edge rushers to play our game. He's very dominant with the Broncos. With Bradley Chubb lined up on the other side of him, I think he's going to be a menace. He's going to give quarterbacks so many nightmares. It is a bold pick, one that not a lot of people are making, but I believe in the guy. I'm not going to go anything generic. I could, but you saw my Clyde Edwards-Helaire pick before, and I stick with what I believe in.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. I just have a feeling Bradley Chubb's going to have a standout year next year. So that's my pick for defensive player of the year.
Well, Jordan, you are a bold one, and I could definitely.
You are a bold one.
I had to do that. I could definitely, see your case. Maybe he also wins comeback player of the year too.
That's true.
That would be something. I don't know if that's happened before. But mine might be a little bit of a surprise as well. But I'm going with Tre'Davious White for defensive player of the year.
I was about to go there.
Yeah, I'm on that Buffalo hype train. I like Buffalo. I think that they're going to have a good year. There were times last year where they lost some games. You can tell, man, that team's close. They played well. They just might be a year away from true elite contention. I think this is definitely a year where you got to watch out for them. I know we're not getting into our division predictions, Super Bowl predictions, and all that until like probably a month or so from now, maybe a little less. Who knows? Depends on how everything goes. But as soon as we get into that, you'll see how high I truly am on Buffalo. I think that they got better in the offseason. I think they drafted well despite getting rid of their first-round pick. So I'm really on the Bills hype train, and I think it's a big year for them. And Tre'Davious White in particular, I think he wins Defensive Player of the Year.
That's a good pick, Ryan. And before you go, we have a comment on someone who they think is going to win Defensive Player of the Year. And I like this one, too. It is a bolder one. Will Wood said, this is a bold, but I bet Minkah Fitzpatrick wins Defensive Player of the Year. I like that one.
Could be. Maybe a dark horse there. Could be.
It's definitely dark horse, but he is such a great safety. And we've made a few Dolphins video, and we talked about how they need that safety position filled because they traded Minkah Fitzpatrick. Last year with the Steelers, I believe he was tied for the amount of interceptions that was by someone in the secondary. So he had a great year last year and a steel curtain defense that has been declining in the past few years, but he could definitely beef it up a little bit. They've been getting better and better on that defense. So that's a very good pick.
Yeah.
I like that one. Minkah Fitzpatrick, I think he's going to have a great year as well next year. All right, well, I'm not going to go as bold as you guys, but this person has already won an award, and they're headed into their second year of the NFL. I'm going to go with Nick Bosa here.
Okay.
He won Defensive Rookie of the Year. I'm going safe again, but you look at the 49ers defensive line, what they have really on that entire defense, guys around them like Eric Armstead, and then they signed Javon Kinlaw, or not signed them, they drafted Javon Kinlaw in the offseason. I think that is another reason why more attention is taken away from Nick Bosa, and he has more of a chance to shine because Javon Kinlaw deserved to go in the first round clearly. So I really like the chances that Nick Bosa can go even more off than he did last year. And that's shocking to say he had one of the better rookie years that I've seen in the recent past.
I'd love to see that happen,
Yeah. I see no sign of the 49ers slowing down either.
Especially on the
defensively.
Yeah, that was cool.
So I think he leads that defense and gets himself Defensive Player of the Year. Right? Now we're going Offensive Player of the Year now?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I got to think about this.
Yeah, I do have to think about this one too. I guess I'll just throw it out there. So I'm going to go quarterback with this one just because it seems obvious. I'm going to go the way too obvious pick here, maybe just because I didn't have time to think. But I'm going to go with Patrick Mahomes for the Offensive Player of the Year. I don't think he'll necessarily win MVP because of the talent that he has around him. He wouldn't be the most valuable player. I think he is one of the better players, if not the best quarterback in the NFL right now. But I think he's going to have some great stats next year. Talked about Clyde Edwards-Helaire going there. He's going to have his help around him. He's got some other guys, Nico Hardman, Tyreek Hill, Sammy Watkins all around him. It's just a group of studs in Kansas City that is so overwhelming to opposing defenses. So I think it's the obvious one. I talked about it before. I don't like to go obvious, but I mean, it's Patrick Mahomes. He's great. He's got a great arm. He can throw from many different arm angles. I actually did a project for school on him and Lamar Jackson, comparing them. So I did learn a bit more about Mahomes in that realm. But anyways, he is my prediction for Offensive Player of the Year.
No, I want to do something bold, but I just can't quite, fully commit myself to doing that. So I just got to agree with you, Jordan. Patrick Mahomes, I know it's kind of boring, but I just think that, sometimes it's okay to just take the obvious pick because you saw what you did last year, and they'll probably, recreate the same offensive production, if not better, in Kansas City again. So I expect him to have another big year in that Chiefs team. They're going to contend again. So I agree with you, Jordan.
All right, I'm going different than you. I do want to say that Patrick Mahomes is definitely a guy that could win an award, but offensive player of the year and MVP aren't always the same. So I see the guy that I'm about to say. We're going to see rushing yards lined up. We're going to see a lot of good stats, a lot of offense going on in this team. That is,
he gonna what?
Yeah, just wait. A lot of offense on this team. And to me, the guy I look at, and maybe as an underrated offensive player of the year, guy is Kyler Murray, Ryan.
Oh, no.
Headed into the year two, Kyler Murray did great things in year number one offensive rookie of the year. I'm not saying he's winning MVP, but I'm saying the stats that Cliff Kingsbury is going to help him get, and I think the better offensive line.
I was thinking that too.
The addition of Larry Fitzgerald now, or not Larry, they have Larry Fitzgerald. The addition of DeAndre Hopkins, who's actually on my screen.
I can't find it. I can't find it, and this is so good too. Like, and we got Carlos Hyde.
You want to show him? Maybe you can see it. Nice picture.
Oh, will they be able to see it? I don't know. I don't know if you can see it, but there's Texans players on my screen, and there's Carlos Hyde and DeAndre Hopkins. They're both gone now.
You actually see it pretty well.
Okay. I do. If you have any new Texans background ideas, just DM them to our channel's Instagram or something, because I need a new background for my iPad.
So yeah, to me, Kyler Murray, maybe the stats make him look better than the season that he actually had, but I am confident that with the weapons he has now, that this is definitely a possibility, and that's what I'm saying for Offensive Player of the Year.
So there it was, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy that. If you got this far, make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, hit the notification bell, comment your opinions down below about whatever this video was about. Tell us what you think, your own opinions. So with that, we will see you guys later.
See ya.